We don't wanna break the rules, we don't wanna skip the line, we don't even wanna fight. That's how we feel, we can't help loving us.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Love and Us Limited podcast. I am Jay Penn. I play Sean. I created Love and Us.
My name is Cody Darnell. I play Drew on Love and Us.
What's up, y'all? My name is Antoine Tate, and I play Devin.
Love and Us kind of came together from just conversations I had with my male friends in LA. We were all in our late 20s at the time, and just how everybody's experience with like dating and love and the pursuit of men like was going for them. And based off some of the crazy stories I heard and some of the things I went through on my own, I just kind of focused all the energy on trying to create a script that really showed black gay men in a different way, because I feel like I've only ever seen them in like one or two ways, either super butch or super feminine. And I'm like, I know way too many gay men, and they just span across the spectrum. So I want to try to create that, and we did that in April of 2020 when we shot the pilot, myself, Antoine, and another actor that we had at the time by the name of Roderick Davis. Shout outs to Roderick. And we shot the pilot at the peak of COVID, and I shopped it around to a few places, and a platform called iElevate TV picked it up. And then we went ahead and filmed the remaining episodes, but now we're on Slate TV. And so this is just a way for everybody to kind of get to know the show and understand, you know, just like what we go through as gay black men, because this is not just a one-size-fits-all thing.
Period.
And so, yeah, we're going to show some dynamic characters in this show and during this podcast. Episode 1, like the official episode 1, y'all know this episode 2 is called Love and the Pursuit. And that really dives into like how we as gay men show up in public places when we are on the pursuit for like love and just like connection. And so that being said, we can kind of jump into what the pursuit of it all is. And so, Antoine, when you are dating, are you the pursuer or do you like to be pursued?
Honestly, I don't pursue nobody. I don't pursue nothing. I think people typically come to me. They do.
Okay.
I'll be sitting there minding I mind my business. You know what I'm saying? Mind my business. And yeah.
Okay.
But I will say this though. If you're someone that I do like and like you really capture my attention, and I know that you like, all right, nah, something special about you, I'll be subtle about it, but I'll probably try to stay in your orbit a little bit.
Okay, what's your subtle version of that?
Liking your pictures on Instagram.
You're such a toddler. Right. Liking your pictures on Instagram.
How many
Nah. You know,
how many pictures are you liking when you do that?
Nah, you know, because like social media, it's a game in a sense, and you got to know how to do it. Like doing too much.
Yeah,
see, that's what
you're right about it.
Yeah, you got just amount. Just get it right.
Now that we know that you like to be pursued, what kind of guy do you like to pursue you?
I didn't say I like to be pursued.
Oh, but you said you ain't pursuing.
Yeah,
Make it make sense.
I said I ain't pursuing. I didn't say I like to be pursued. I said I'm not pursuing.
You know it.
Nah. But your question again.
When you are being sought after, what is your type?
Man, listen. Me. Like, people always say like, "Why you say that? That's arrogant." Like, I don't mean to be arrogant. It's essentially like the aesthetics that I like. I'm typically chill. I do like. I think I'm a masculine sexual. Like I
Explain
think
that.
I don't know. I think I just made it up.
I like how that sounds.
But like I realize this because although I always like boys, the girls that I did like back in the day, look, thanks on.
No,
I'm masculine. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. I was like
Masculine sexual.
masculine sexual. So you're attracted to masculinity.
I think so.
I like that.
I am so.
Okay.
I do so.
No. Which is complete opposite than what you did in the show, because you went after Miss Mamas, as I
Miss Mamas
gracefully said on the show, Miss Mamas.
But I don't want to spoil too much. But yeah, no. But I think I'm attracted to that. But also in terms of when I say me, it's the aesthetics, the masculinity aspect of it. But also I'm a creative. I'm also like a little nerdy or whatever too. Like I like those type of things. So I'm not really too big in like. I love to see it, but like men dressing like women, etc. Like this is not what I'm attracted to.
I respect it though. Real quick, one of the best things my mother ever told me about the next person I pursue, she was like, go after somebody who's like you, who has like a similar upbringing, who has the same values, likes that you have. Because I always think I went for somebody complete far end of me, and the moment I did that is when it worked out. So I see you, I feel that.
I mean, they say opposite attract, but like maybe someone who's similar to you, there's a longevity, maybe sustainable.
Yeah. So within that universe of that type of man that you like, I know masculinity is first, but like, what are some turnoffs that you have that can like make you be done like that?
Ooh, turnoffs. Clinginess, being too clingy. Also, not being right with my friends. Like, if you are someone who can't mesh with my friends, like, I'm not saying that it's automatically like cut off. But it's like a repeat offense. It's like, nah, it's a big turn off. Okay. Like, I'm one and done, and I've done that before. So
clinginess is real because it is such thing as pursuing me too hardly, and it will literally turn me off. Like, why are you so aggressive? Why do you want me so bad? Like, make me chase you a little bit. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm really chasing you. Like, that's annoying too. But like, I need to be able to pursue you a little bit too. So you can't be too much on my ass.
See, but what defines as too clingy though? Like, what is that defined as? Like,
I've had a few motherfuckers that was just too much, like too much neck to Quita. Like, I don't like unnecessary good morning text too. So if you're gonna say good morning, say something else behind that. But just a good morning or checking up on me every 5. What you doing? Where you at? See, how was your day? What you eat? Did you shit? Like,
I don't mind a good morning text as long as it has like a purpose to it. Like you said, like if it's like a good morning, it's like more to it. But like, do not what you're doing me to death. Like, do not do that. It's 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You know what I'm doing. I'm at work. Like, don't just sit there and be like, what are you doing? Like, no. Sometimes I just like question it. Like, don't send me that. Like, I put the reaction of the question mark because why are you sending me this?
I like it. So with you, do you pursue or do you like to be pursued?
I mean, for me, I feel like it's like a 50-50. Like, I feel like, like if I see someone that I'm attracted to, I may spark conversation, go over and walk over to them or talk to them. Like, that's just something that I'm just going to do. And I also like to be pursued as well. Like, be clingy. Like, let me know that you like me. Like, like let me know. Like, because I want to know. Like, if you're not doing it, then I'm going to get that attention from somewhere else. So it's like,
I feel that.
So I feel like for me, it's 50-50 pursuit. Like, if I see you, we attracted, we vibe, like, let's go. But I also want you to be like, you know, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh. You took your courage to come over because, you know, every time, well, not every time, but most of the time when we go to the club, it's given very much like standing on the wall, looking at each other in the eyes, and not really giving like pursuit. Like, be a lion, pounce. Like, you know what I mean? Come get me.
Come on, Simba of Pride Rock.
Right, okay.
So with that, I guess same question I gave Antoine. Like, what's your type?
So I mean, I actually do like that term, masculine sexual. Was it masculine? What was it?
That was hot.
I like that. Like, I feel but I feel like everyone's definition or like what they consider masculine is different. So like, I don't mind like if a man gets his nails done and he's properly groomed, or he even has a Telfar bag. Like, I don't mind because I have one myself. But I feel like I said, I don't know if those things for me shape masculinity. It's more so just how you show up. Like, there are some things that you could do that I'm just like, okay, you know, like, I'm not even talking about like chivalrous things, but these do kind of add in my eye. Like, you opening a door for me, or you doing these things, and it's just like you're showing up for me, and I say like a manly way. But as far as like, yeah, I think I would just go with that. I mean, I like them tall, short,
Puerto Rican.
You really read my thoughts, but I was just like, yes, I like all of it. Like, I mean, I would prefer a black man, but you know, I'm open to, you know, whatever. You know.
I will say this too. I think something you mentioned, in terms of being a masculine sexual or not, I do think there's an important to have balance, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting no hyper masculine bullshit, right? But it's like if you paint your nails or whatever, show up as you are, that's absolutely fine.
Because the reality is, what's the point of being a gay man if you can't enjoy some of the like being in touch with your feminine side more?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, why are you here? Check out. Like, the guys that are our age now, and I don't want to say this because I don't want to blame it on security, but I look at it as, if you are not secure enough of yourself at this age to enjoy some of the feminine qualities of your personality, because let's be real, all men have it, straight or gay.
Easy.
You came from a woman. You cannot not be feminine in some way. So just like, if you can't tap into that, I don't want you either. Because that just, like, dead ass. Like, if you cannot tap into it, I don't want you. Cody, as far as like, because in the episode, you were pursued by like 4 maybe three to four different guys, and all of them came with their own like stack of shit.
Yes, literally.
Okay. So what's the worst pursuit situation you ever had in real life on somebody like trying to,
court me or get to know me? I mean, I think for me, like the worst situation, like, okay, so at the club, for example, I'm just gonna use that because it's kind of like related to the episode. I was at a bar, and like, I'm about to order my drink, and this guy is just like, oh, let me get a drink for you. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, okay, well, what's up? Like, he could have just been being nice. I don't know, but he was like, let me get you a drink. So I take that as an initiator of like, well, let's communicate further. We're having conversation. Let's exchange numbers and everything. So we exchange numbers, and like this, I feel like this happens a lot of times. Like you exchange numbers with someone in the club, and like, I might respond to you the next day because right now, I'm out having fun. I'm not about to like, hey, it was so nice meeting you. Da, 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 da. But like the next day, I'll follow up, and then there will be ghosts, like nothing, or they just won't respond. So I'm like, if you weren't in the mood to pursue me, or you didn't want to pursue me, why give me your number? Like
liquid courage,
right? So I'm just like, but why though? Like you could literally say no. Like I don't want anything to do with this. Like so. I don't know if that was. I guess that's kind of like the worst situations where people like give you your number and then don't, or you exchange numbers and you don't interact with each other.
It does not mean that it was sincere.
Right.
And I'm not the only motherfucker you did this to tonight. How many numbers did you get on the road to me?
I don't think of it from that lens. I really.
See, I'm pessimistic.
See, I be trying not to think about what you're doing with other people, because right now you're pursuing me and you're talking to me. So let's focus on that energy. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to be like, even when I'm dating, I'm not going to be like, oh, like, I know you probably, how some people just be like, oh, I know you're probably talking to other people. Or I'm like, I'm not about to do that to you, because if we're both single and we out here dating, I have to assume you're doing the same thing. And I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you didn't come back last night. You must have been with that other person. Like, turn off. Like, that is a turn off.
Yeah, totally understand where you're coming from on that one.
So, speaking to you, so do you initiate when you go out or you're being pursued? Or how does that work for you?
And I wish I was more that way. But I just feel like I've always been a slightly awkward black boy.
Okay, you're right.
I know, and not to bite off her anyway, but that was like, that title was real as fuck. Like I just don't do well with that shit. I'm better if you approach me, but it got to be smooth. Like, don't do no lame ass shit. Don't give me no pickup line. But like a cute little like I fuck situation, I'm with that. Or you get up the balls enough to come over and like say something to me, anything. I'm with it, and so I react better in those situations.
Okay.
The conversation will go further. So yeah, I guess I like to be pursued too.
So seeing as though you don't really like want corny, cheesy pickup lines, like what is your go-to pickup line that you use?
See, I wouldn't do that shit neither.
Oh my gosh.
I would find a really cool way to say something to you. Maybe if you got on some fly ass shoes, like, oh, I like your shoes. Where you get them from? And then I can kind of like keep the conversation going. But yeah, that pickup line shit, I don't even know that shit works on women, but it damn sure don't work on me as a gay man. Like, I can't. Unless it's funny. Comedy will get me. Yeah. So if you say some shit that make me laugh, like, nigga, are you serious right now? Like, you might have a chance of having that conversation.
See, I don't mind a good pickup line as long as you like got a little like suave to you. Like you come over there, you got a little like as long as you approach it well, like you said. But like if you say like, oh, I like your shoe, I'm like, okay, cool, and then go about my business.
Oh, you so like rude.
So no, I'm gonna say thank you. That's what I mean. But I'm saying like if you're not directing like why you're like, you know what I'm saying, like the pickup line has to be clear. Like I don't know for me, but
I feel that.
So in the show, you went on a coffee date.
I gotta step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Quick trip to the ladies' room.
Why do I need to go to the ladies' room?
Because 5 seconds ago you referred to yourself as she, so it was a joke. It was a joke.
And let's talk about how, have you ever experienced that in real life? Like, that situation or...
I've had terrible dates, but not quite like that. That was interesting because his character was pompous. I was slightly pompous, and it just did not mend well at all. Like I had this, I don't want to call it a chip, but he had this air about him that was like, I'm above it all. I went to Columbia University, not Columbia College, and I felt the need to kind of like bring him down off his horse. So it was more of a competition than a date. In real life, though, worst date. Got off work, went out for drinks and dinner with this guy. He was cool enough, but I already knew I was not going to pursue it past that day. And he was just really heavy on the energy of like, let me come over kind of thing. And I'm just like, at first I'm like, no. But then I was like, I'm also horny, so that might work out.
Okay.
Get back to my house. We do whatever. And he does not want to fucking leave. He's like, let's watch a movie. I'm like, I'm kind of tired. He's like, oh, well, we can fall asleep on the couch. Nigga, we can fall asleep on the couch?
Come on, French.
No, you can fall asleep on your couch at home. And so I just kept having to like ease him out the door, and I would find one way to ease him out. He would find something else to cling to. And I'm just like, oh my God, please leave. And he finally leaves and then texts me every fucking day for 2 weeks. And I'm giving you nothing at this point. Why? Like, those people that don't, it's either you don't get it, which is even sadder, or you get it and you're just too reluctant to let it the fuck go. Which I don't know which one I can't respect more, but like.
Wait, speaking of, did y'all have sex?
No, we didn't have like sex. But like in the show when
Sex,
you said, "Oh, we didn't have sex, we had oral sex." I'm like, "Bitch, that's sex."
Exactly.
But yeah, we had, cute little oral situation.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some fun.
That's some fun.
Some clingy fun. Apparently.
Some adult. We had an adult sleepover. I don't know. Now in my 30s, I feel like if I was on the market, I would still be very much the same as I was in my 20s. Like, I need you to at least try to pursue me first. I need for you to be intelligent. Like, intelligence is a turn on for sure. So if we're having a conversation, I need to know that you're able to not only hold it, but like we got shit to talk about. And so, yeah, I feel like I'm pretty much the same in that aspect. Do you feel like you are worse or better in your 30s?
Oof. I mean, I would say I'm better for sure, because I feel like in the 20s, like I was just kind of just like, I don't know, I feel like I was more on the prowl. Like I feel like my pursuit wasn't 50-50, it was more like 70-30. Like I was like, I'm here, Simba, like I'm here. Like, but now I feel like I've done the work, therapy, shout out to mental health. Like I've done the work, so I feel like, I'm in a better place now to be pursue and pursue. So
okay, that's all.
I feel like in my 20s, it was definitely ups and downs. But my early 20s was fire, though. I feel like that was a moment where I kind of, people had their peak moment. And then I think that I kind of went down in decline in many different ways, living out here in LA. But I feel like now I'm just now getting back to that, getting back to myself. So I actually love being in my 30s.
Same.
Like, 29, I was nervous as hell. But once I turned 30 that day, I said, bitch, this is great.
You
Like,
could not pay me to go back to my 20s.
Listen,
It's just too much of a difference in all things. So shout outs to being in our 30s.
all right, shout out to that. Cheers to that.
And shout outs to episode 2, Loving the Pursuit, which was incredibly fun filming with y'all. Even though we were pressed for time like a motherfucker, we got it done. So
Yeah. Shout out.
cheers to getting it done and being in our 30s.
Hey, loving the pursuit.